Okay, let's jump right into this explainer. Have you ever noticed how someone can walk into a room and just instantly own it? Like all eyes naturally drift to them. And the crazy part? It's almost never the person wearing the most expensive suit, and it's definitely not the loudest person shouting over everyone else. It's actually all about subconscious neurological signals. Today, we're breaking down the hard science of respect, and specifically, the tiny, almost invisible habits that literally reprogram how other human brains perceive you. So I want you to do something really quick. Picture the most respected person you know. Maybe it's a boss, a colleague, a friend, whoever naturally draws trust and attention. Got 'em? Okay. Now, what are they actually doing? Are they aggressively demanding that respect? Or are they kind of just pulling it in through really subtle, quiet behaviors? This brings us to what we call the respect paradox. We kind of have this cultural assumption that the loud, reactive person wins, right? The one who's always demanding attention and constantly trying to impress everyone in earshot. But neurobiology tells a completely different story. True, unshakable authority actually lives on the calm and intentional side of things. It's built entirely on quiet behaviors that signal safety to the people around you. Here is a quick look at our agenda for today. We'll rethink authority, dive into the incredible power of silence, look at how words and actions line up, break down the physical cues of calm, and finally wrap up with the authenticity advantage. Let's get right into it. Section 1, the respect paradox and rethinking authority. The foundational rule we have to accept right out of the gate is that respect is practically never demanded. You can't just mandate it. It's built, piece by piece, through tiny subconscious actions. Moving right into Section 2, the power of silence and mastering the pause. We're zeroing in on two game-changing habits here, taking just a 1-second pause before speaking and learning to actually be completely comfortable with quiet. And it all hinges on this psychological concept right here, response inhibition. When someone asks a tough question, the natural instinct for most of us is to either snap back instantly or start rambling just to fill the dead air. But when you actively choose to pause for just 1 second, you're engaging your prefrontal cortex, your brain's decision-making hub. By hitting the brakes on that impulsive reaction, your brain is essentially broadcasting supreme emotional mastery to everyone in the room. It boils down to this. Fast reactions look emotional and erratic. Calm pauses look incredibly powerful. Think about it. Most people are absolutely terrified of silence. They panic, they throw in a bunch of filler words. But high-status individuals, they use comfortable silence to prove that their brain isn't in full-blown social panic mode. They just don't need to rush. And honestly, the magic number is just one. Literally, one single extra second of silence before you answer instantly boosts your perceived intelligence. It's like a biological hack. People subconsciously assume that thoughtful, smart people take time to formulate what they're going to say. You instantly seem wiser, just by taking a breath for 1 second. All right, Section 3, words and actions, and ending the over-explanation. Let's look at how the way we communicate and our sheer reliability physically rewires how people see us. We've all been on the giving or receiving end of this one, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm late, traffic was just insane, and then my phone died and my alarm. What's fascinating here is the underlying neurology. When you chronically over-explain yourself like that, you are actively triggering the brain's social threat circuits. You're operating entirely from a fear of rejection. And trust me, everyone in the room subconsciously smells that insecurity. Now, contrast all that nervous rambling with this super simple, direct approach. Here's what I think. You state your point clearly, and then you just stop talking. That's it. Letting your confidence sit there and speak for itself is infinitely more powerful than drowning a great point in a sea of nervous justifications. And backing up those words with actions brings us to self-integrity. Now, this isn't just some fluffy self-help buzzword. It is the literal neurological evidence your brain uses to project real, grounded confidence. When your actions consistently match the things coming out of your mouth, your brain builds an ironclad foundation of internal trust. And when you deeply trust yourself, the people around you feel that energy right away. It's really all about these tiny, everyday promises. I'll send that over tonight. I'm going to wake up early tomorrow. I'll call you back later. True respect is forged in the consistency of these almost invisible commitments. Every single time you follow through, people pick up on that disciplined, reliable energy. But if you break them, your confidence quietly chips away. Let's transition over to Section 4, physical cues of calm, focusing on the voice and eyes. We're looking at the physiological signals leaking out of our bodies that dictate social hierarchy without us even realizing it. This dynamic is perfectly mapped out by our nervous system. People who are anxious tend to speak way faster and at a much higher pitch. Why? Because their sympathetic nervous system is actively bracing for danger. Their body literally thinks it's under attack. On the flip side, calm physiology, a slower, lower-pitched voice, acts as an anchor. It tells the collective brain of the room, hey, I'm safe, I'm strong, and I've got this. So how do we actually use this? Well, if you catch yourself speeding up or getting flustered, run this quick biological hack before you open your mouth. Step 1, slow your breathing down just a notch. Step 2, intentionally drop the pitch of your voice. Step 3, command respect. By doing this, you instantly diffuse the room's social tension and project absolute competence. Another huge physical cue, your eyes. Try holding relaxed eye contact for just 1 extra second. And highlight the word relax there. We're not talking about staring someone down aggressively. Holding relaxed eye contact for a fraction longer proves you aren't shrinking under social pressure. It signals that you are a deeply present, confident listener, which is super rare these days. Finally, Section 5, the authenticity advantage and stopping the performance. This is the ultimate rule of social dynamics and the massive cost of trying way too hard to impress people. Look, it's a tough pill to swallow, but craving validation completely destroys authenticity. When you are desperate to be liked, laughing way too hard at an unfunny joke, agreeing with everything immediately, burying your actual opinions, you hemorrhage respect. As humans, we've evolved highly sensitive radar for forced behavior. The second we sense you're putting on a show for our approval, our brains just shut off the trust valve. Highly respected people understand this one incredibly freeing truth. Not everyone needs to like you. They're always perfectly polite, they're calm, they're respectful, but they absolutely refuse to perform for anyone's applause. That raw, genuine realness, that generates a level of deep respect that pretending simply never will. So, to pull this all together, think of it as the respect formula. Real respect has zero to do with intimidation or acting superior. It's about stacking these simple daily habits. A calm pause, a kept promise, a steady voice, relaxed eye contact, and comfortable silence. These tiny behaviors are the ultimate proof of true emotional control. I want to leave you with this one thought to chew on today. Are you constantly chasing validation, or are you commanding respect naturally? The really beautiful thing about human psychology is that the exact second you stop chasing the room's approval is the exact second you become the calmest, strongest, and most respected person in it. Give these tiny habits a try and just watch how the world starts responding to you.